My name is Stephen Mason, and in these videos I'll be looking at the history of the Welsh nation, from its earliest prehistory right up until the present day.
As with any historical interpretation, CENEDL will inform from a particular viewpoint, which will be my own.
This is inevitable.
But even though I am no professional historian, I will try to reference my sources. My main source will be John Davies and his 1990 masterpiece Hanes Cymru, A History of Wales in Welsh. My intention is that of John Davies, to simply tell the history of Wales from the viewpoint of the Welsh. And for that reason,
although these videos will be in English, I'll be using Welsh names whenever and wherever I can. But before we begin our Welsh history, where is Wales? Ble mae Cymru?
Wales, or to give it its Welsh name, Cymru, is a nation in Western Europe. Its home is a western peninsula on the island of Britain, Prydain. Along its eastern border, Wales neighbours the nation of England, Lloegr. And across the Celtic Sea to the west lies the island of Ireland, Iwerddon. Also on the same island of Britain is the nation of Scotland, Yr Alban. Today, Wales is one of 4 nations that make up the United Kingdom, y Deyrnas Unedig. The UK also includes a part of the island of Ireland, which is called Northern Ireland, Gogledd Iwerddon. The words Wales and Welsh derive from a Germanic word that is often thought to be an insult to the Welsh because it is thought to mean foreigner. However, John Davies suggests it is more likely to have originally meant the people who have been Romanized.
Which is why the Welsh consider themselves such a civilized nation.
Davies points to other places in Europe where Germanic people travelled and observed other Romanized peoples. Today, these include areas such as Wallonia in Belgium, Gwlad Belg, and Wallachia in Romania, Romania. The Welsh word Cymru, spelt with the letter U at the end, derives from the word Cymro, which today means a Welshman, but once meant simply person from the same area. Cymru, spelt with the letter Y at the end, today means the people of Wales, and the language of the Cymry is Cymraeg. These very similar words can be confusing. Cymru today has a population of about 3.2 million. This, of course, is a small population compared to the larger countries of the world. For example, China, 1.4 billion, the USA, 330 million, Nigeria, 200 million, France, 67 million, and merry old England at about 55 million. But the population of Cymru today in 2019 is comparable with many independent nations, like Uruguay, 3.5 million, Ireland, 4.9 million, Croatia, 4.1 million, Scotland, 5.5 million, and Cymru has a bigger population than the following independent nations: Lithuania, 2.8 million, Slovenia, 2.8 million, and it's much bigger than Luxembourg, 613,000, and Iceland, 358,000.
Could Wales be independent one day?
There are many languages spoken daily in Cymru, including Urdu, Somali, Cantonese, Polish, and Irish, name but a few. The 2011 census showed that 562,000 people in Wales speak Welsh, and an estimated 650,000 speak it worldwide, including thousands in the other countries of the UK, Canada, the USA, Australia, and the descendants of the Welsh colony in Patagonia, Argentina, or Arianin. Since 1955, the capital of Wales has been the city of Cardiff, Caerdydd, a former industrial coal port of global significance and now home to nearly 500,000 people. The names Cardiff and Caerdydd likely derive from Caerdaf, meaning the fortress by the River Taf. In 1997, Cymru voted for a devolved government separate from the government of the UK in London. The Welsh Parliament, or CENEDL, meet in Cardiff and legislate on matters such as health, education, transport, culture, environment and agriculture. There are 60 members of the CENEDL, voted in by a system of first-past-the-post and proportional representation. Over the centuries, many national institutions in Cymru have been dissolved or destroyed by imperial invaders. But many are still prominent today, such as the National Library in Aberystwyth and the National Museum of Wales. Possibly because of the fate of many of its institutions, the Cymry,
spelled with a Y on the end, meaning the people of Wales,
have always focused on maintaining their identity and culture over the centuries, mainly through literature, poetry and song, and more recently, sport and entertainment. However, Welsh men and women have been prominent on a world scale in all walks of life, science, politics and industry, to name but a few. Here are some Cymry you may recognise. Anthony Hopkins, Shirley Bassey, Gareth Thomas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Gareth Bale, Geraint Thomas, Tom Jones, Iwan Rheon, Alex Jones, Matthew Rhys, Rhys Evans, Ruth Jones, Rob Brydon, Ioan Griffith, Aaron Ramsey, Catherine Jenkins, Michael Sheen, Luke Evans, Charlotte Church.
That's all for now. Make sure you watch the next podcast, where we'll begin our journey through the history of Wales, a small nation with big stories. Thanks for watching. Diolch am wylio. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Cofiwch, hoffi'r fideo a thanysgrifio. Hwyl am y tro. Heddwch.
Tom Gwent.